Okay, let's look at creating a quiz in Canvas. We're actually going to use the new Quizzes.Next tool, and Canvas has recently released this out of beta and into everybody's wide use. Now, it is something we haven't turned on for the whole district yet, so you're going to need to go through this first step just this one time. When you're in your course homepage, and you'll have to do this for each course you have if you're a secondary teacher and you have multiple courses, go ahead down to the bottom where it says Settings. And you're looking for the tab at the top that says Feature Options. Under Feature Options, look down until you find Quizzes.Next, and we're going to come over here to this toggle, click it once, and it'll turn to a green check mark. It's now turned on for your course. Probably next school year, we'll just force turn it on for everybody. But right now, we're just letting people who are used to it or have training try it out and see what you like. What's unique about this is instead of going to the Quizzes tab, where you might think a quiz might live, Quizzes.Next actually lives under Assignments. When you click into Assignments, you'll notice that you have a new button that says Plus Quiz/Test. This is where we're going to create our new Quizzes.Next. Click on the button, and you'll see something that looks very similar to an assignment page where you can put in all of your details. This is just the title page for your quiz. I can assign it points. I can put it in a group. I can decide if it's a complete, incomplete, a percentage, a letter grade. And then leave this external tool part alone because that's what tells it to be a Quiz.Next. Come down here, and if you need to make a due date or availability schedule, go ahead and add that and click Save. This will take you to the build environment. This is where you get to create your questions. From here, I could change the title if I spelled something wrong. I can add general instructions. And then I can add questions. So the big button adds questions. There are multiple different types of questions. Categorization, take a quick look. This is where I can add my STEM. Maybe I'll have nouns and verbs. And from here, I can put in the right answers below the category. And the right answers over here. And then I can add things like additional categories if I wanted adjectives or adverbs. And then a distractor would be one that doesn't fit into any category, just to make sure they're paying attention. You don't have to add those. You can align them to outcomes. You can put them in an item bank for use later. You can change the number of points. And you can add feedback. Feedback would be whether or not they get a correct answer. Do they hear a good job? And if it's an incorrect answer, do I say try again? You don't have to add these, but sometimes it's nice to be able to guide them. And then I click Done. Now my students, when they go in to take this test, will see each of these items down here in a box, and they will be able to click and drag on those with their mouse and move them into the right bucket. That's a new style of question that you can't get in the traditional Canvas quiz. Let's click plus again and take a look at a different one. Matching will work similarly to categorization. The kids will drag and drop. I'll add my STEM. I'll do a quick question. So this might be and I would put the correct answer here. They will see these mixed up and they'll be able to drag and drop. I only want a couple. I can delete these empty ones, or if I needed extra, I can click plus. Again, you can do a distractor. So if you have 4 possible matches with 5 possible answers, that would allow you to do that. And then this one, you have an option to shuffle those questions so that these items aren't all in the same order for each person. That might help you when you're doing things where they're sitting right next to each other and you don't want them to always look over and get the answer from their friend. Again, I can do outcomes, banking, feedback, change my points, and click done. Answer cannot be blank. I'm going to delete that one. Done. And then another feature that is really nice about the Quizzes.Next environment is this stimulus question. If I click stimulus, I can add a reading prompt or a graph or other piece of information that I want them to be able to look at for multiple questions. And I can paste in my text there. I'm going to scroll down, click Add Stimulus. And then on the side, I can attach some multiple choice questions, add my STEM, I can do my answers. Making sure that I don't leave any blank, I can delete those. And then whichever of the options has the dark black circle in it, that's the one that I'm telling Canvas is the right answer. I can again shuffle my choices, so not A, B, and C being always the same for each student. And I can change points if I want to. I'll click done there, and now I can attach a different question. This is really nice if you're preparing your students for going into an iRead or iLearn test environment where they'll have a reading passage on the left and multiple questions referring to that same prompt on the right. The other question that might not be quite as intuitive is the hotspot. Hotspot is a place where you can put in a picture and the students will need to click on the correct answer. So I would upload a picture from my computer, maybe a map, maybe a screenshot, maybe something else that I would want my kids to be able to physically identify. And then if I asked them to click on a particular word, I can just highlight that one. And anywhere they click within that box, click and drag and make that box, and click done. And for me as the teacher, I can see the box is here. But the students, it would all look the same. But if they clicked there, that would be the right answer. So Quizzes.Next is the new environment that Canvas is using to create quizzes. I would love for you to give it a try. Put a Quizzes.Next in your course. First, don't forget you have to turn it on under feature options in setting, and then you'll find the quiz/test button in assignments. Good luck, have fun, good quiz.